this is my lunch for today because I didn't eat no breakfast. It was like a fasting this morning. I decided not to eat nothing because I didn't have to work. So, and I got to get back to my church sermon too. I just came back. But honey bunches of oats, almonds. These are so good. There we go. Got my orange. You know they got the real oranges in Florida, so this is a navel orange, I'm glad. And then I ran into these pastries, which pecan Danish. There's 2 of them in there. And I love pecans. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna see how that tastes. Just gonna get a half of it. I'm not gonna eat them. Might don't get none. I might just wait till later. But here we go. Straight the almond tree. Almonds in every spoonful. You got that right. So you guys, I went to the store. I got my beets, my root beets. I got my navel oranges. I got my celery. I got my cucumbers. I got my ginger. I got my cilantro because I already got parsley. I got my lemon. I got my green apples. And like I said already, I got the oranges. And I brought my cereals because I'm a fan of these here. I have to put my stuff separate from everybody because, you know, I don't want nobody to say, oh, I thought that was mine. I got my regular Cheerios because I was sprinkling a little honey on that. Got my milk today too. And I got my honey nut Cheerios. Fan of these too. I got a big family size. It will at Publix, buy one, get one free. $9. It's worth it. That'll last you. Then I got my honey bunches of oats. I got the honey roasted. I got these from the Dollar Tree. So these are gonna be for my green juice. I wanted enough to be for 3 days versus the larger ones. And then at the other Dollar Tree down by the job, they have the smaller versions, the ones I do the beets and everything with. So I thought they would have them there, but they don't. So I'm gonna go, Lord's willing, tomorrow, and I'm going to get from there. I didn't want to drive all the way down there. I just want to stay close in this facility, you know. Every time I say I'm going to swim, when we get to the Airbnb, I never get a chance to. They got a pool table, ping pong table, but the ping pong table is folded unless you want to play it. Then they got the poker table down there. And on the pool table, it got a big gash right there with a hump. So it's hard to shoot pool when you haven't been shooting in a while and you want to get back into the groove. I played, I got beat last night by one of the guys. He shoot pool. It been, like I said, it been years since I shot pool because I don't go to the establishment no more because they let them, I don't like cigarette smoke, black and mild smoke. So if I go to an establishment and they're allowed to smoke in there, I can't take it. So I don't go. Like me, that's my preference. I don't care about nobody else's preference. I'm talking about me. Um, and I don't drink. So I try to stay away from them establishment, as much as I can. I don't knock nobody. If I'm dating somebody, they drink, I don't care. They can smoke weed, but I don't want them if they smoke Black and Milds and cigarettes. That's my preference. Just like women have their preference, I have mine. That's just like I was on a dating site years ago, and I was talking to a woman said something, it sent me a message. Didn't know this woman from a can of paint. Talking about, you ain't all that. You want this and that for this woman, da 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 da. Okay, but it's all right for y'all to have preference of a man, but it's not all right for me to have preference of a woman. I gotta choose what you say I'm supposed to choose. You got me messed up. Just like a woman have her choice of a man and her preference, a man have his choice of a woman and his preference. So you can miss me with that. You can miss me with that. It ain't no one way. It's gonna go the way it is. You don't have to if you don't like that. That's on you. But for her to say something, I said, woman, I don't even know you. Don't worry about what who I want and what I like. I don't want. Let me tell you something. I've dated a tall woman years ago. That was my first time moving back to Atlanta. She was taller than me. Why do I have to lower my standards and look up at somebody when we got a kiss? Come on, man. No, I'm sorry. Then let it be somebody my height and they put on heels. They standing way taller than me. No. I'm not like the short guys, Webster and all them. Not Webster, the one that played on Different Strokes. Dang, what was his name? But anyway, man, no. Danny DeVito and them. No, I'm not dating no tall woman. That's just my preference. I don't care. Most tall women don't want to date short men, 5'7". So, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me what I supposed to date, what my preference is supposed to be because you say it's my preference. Nah. Everybody have their choice. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I don't want to date nobody. I used to hustle back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's long gone for me. I don't want to date nobody hustling. Come on. That's behind me. To each his own. I just don't like when people try to tell you what you're supposed to do. Especially a woman. You trying to tell me what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to date. Woman, I don't even know you. Miss me with that. I don't tell you who to date. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask everybody. If somebody can let me know something or drop it in the comments or whatever. But I was in New Orleans and they just have certain stores in New Orleans you can go grocery shopping and that. They don't have like a lot of stores after Katrina hit. So because of the insurance thing, some about that. I can't go into detail because I really don't know. I just know about what I've heard, but I'm not going to keep repeating it, But anyway, I can't seem to find the Angel Reese cereals. I just left Publix. I don't see them in there unless they just don't have her. They should have her face still on the cover. I see the Reese's, but I don't see them represent her. So I don't know where would they sell it at, what store, because some stores do sell it, but some stores don't sell it. And I wonder which stores sell them. But if I have to Google it, I will. That's my friend. Well, it feel good when you ain't eat all day, because I do that a lot of times. I might eat lunch. I won't eat breakfast. I might eat lunch, and then I eat dinner. And once I eat, it just feels so good. I'm like, you know what? I got to do a lot more fruits and vegetables. So when I get the little jars, I'm mailing my daughter's some, and I'm going to mail my son some. I got blueberries and I got raspberries. So I'm gonna kind of mix it a little bit, or I might just do raspberry. I'm gonna see which one I want to do, and I'm putting it in with my sea moss. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just mail. I'm gonna keep for myself, but I want to mail my daughter some because they like the sea moss. The youngest one like it. The oldest one, when I sucked the last sea moss, it was I had the blueberries in it, but I didn't put enough blueberries in it, and she was like, "Oh, it tastes." I said, "Well, it's supposed to taste like sea moss. That's what it is." You know, I said, "But it's good for you. The good benefits and everything." So this time I'm gonna make sure it's like flavored for them, so there won't be no complaint. They can eat. They can take their spoon every day. And I told them the best spoon to get is like the you can get the small teaspoon, or you can get like the one under the small teaspoon for like 1-year-olds. You know, not the real small one for the babies, but the one next to it. I don't know the size of it, but yeah, I tell them that's the spoon you need to take, and you can take one a day. You know what I'm saying? Take 1 spoon of that a day, and it'll be good for you. Give you energy and everything. I had I made some here, and I gave it to the couple. They never touched it. You know, I said, you know what? I ain't giving nobody nothing free. If I make it, you're gonna buy it. I just volunteered because you know how you're talking to somebody, they might be like, yeah, I like sea moss, you know, da da da. I didn't taste it before. It's good, blah blah blah. But when I made it, I just made it plain. I didn't add no flavor or nothing to it. Well, if you like sea moss, it don't matter if you have flavor or nothing into it. You're still gonna take the spoonful or whatever, or you can add what you want into it. You know. I said I ain't giving nobody nothing no more, nothing for free, because everybody wants something for free. You know. But it's my thing. Don't want me always to give you something free. If I tell you I'm gonna give it to you free, I don't mind doing it. But don't want it for free when you have the money to pay for it. If you can go buy a sack of weed for $5, you can buy a sea moss for $5. And it costs more than that, but if I'm selling the little jars to you for $5, come on now. But you'll go buy you some weed, you know. You go buy you some lunch, see? But you'll go spend with the man that don't like you that's making the money, but the brother that likes everyone, you ain't gonna buy from him. Or somebody that you know, you're not gonna buy from him. That's crazy. People always want something for free, but they ain't gonna give you nothing free. But not all people, some people, you know? So, I have something that was on my mind when I was at the grocery store and I thought about it. So I've been watching videos and it's been showing the Somalians, the Latinos, different culture people saying why black people ain't doing this and that. Well, we know what's going to happen when we join forces. They're gonna try to do everything in their power, just shoot us, everything. They're not doing that to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And then remember, a lot of you said when you come here, you're not black. You don't associate with blacks. So now you want us to help you, but you don't like us? Come on, man. Then one lady got on there, oh, I was protesting with them with George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, because the pandemic, you wanted to get out of the house. That's why a lot of people protest, because they want to get out of the house. So you can miss us with that. We're not slow, we're not dumb. Regardless of what the man told y'all, we're not slow or dumb, we're very smart. We can just imagine so many of us have quit school and they're millionaires now. They're very educated. They just didn't want to learn that garbage that they was teaching you in school. See what I'm saying? You know, and I understand the math and everything, but man, most of the street people I know, they don't know nothing about math. They know how to count money. They know how to add it up. They know how to put that on the scale. They know all that. That's their livelihood. So you can miss us with all that talking, oh, graduate, you need a degree. Look what's going on now. Jasmine Crockett and all these black women of color have all these degrees, but all of a sudden when the white man say they got a low IQ, but they don't have no degrees or nothing like that. Come on, man. Come on. That's just another word of calling us the N-word. That's all. We're slow, we're dumb, we're not supposed to be able to read or write or whatever. They do black men like that, but they'll do women. A bully do women like that all the time. Just pay attention to the administration. He always got something to say to them women. And Joy Reid said something that I was listening to today, early this morning. She said all the doggone reporters push on him and ask the same question that he just dissed this woman, ask him the same question to make him answer it, then he won't be doing that no more. But y'all, they're allowing him to do that because guess what? A lot of them, you just pay attention to the color, the race, the color and everything. They don't care that he's saying that to black women or any white woman or any Asian woman that say something to him, he gets mad. You know what I'm saying? He pushed back on them quick. See what I'm saying? But if they stand together and if, let's say, a woman of color asks him that question, he called her stupid or dumb or whatever, the next woman or the next person, when they supposed to ask that same question, you know what I'm saying? Just push back on this man. Because all he gonna do is belittle people because he don't have a spine. He always want to belittle women, especially women of color. Oh, they ain't got no IQ or whatever. They can been a graduate at the top of their class. He got so much to say. That's just like the whole administration is DEI. The only reason they want you, they pushing that, getting rid of DEI, because they don't want black people to have it. They want white people to be DEI, not black people. Just pay attention. That whole administration is DEI. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. They're learning as they go. Well, that's how DEI is supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want people of color in there because look at the little speech he done. He want people from Norway and all that. He don't want black people, more black people to come here. He don't want that. He don't want Hispanics to come here. He don't want that unless they for him. If they for him, oh, you're welcome. Come on. You know, you're welcome. All he's doing is starting a race war. That's all it is. He's trying to start a race war, and a lot of people not going for that. They're going to go back to the Black Panther era. They're going to start blowing people's brains out. You just watch now. They're going to start blowing people's brains out that are coming and hurting people for no reason. It always happens like that. Back in the day, look at Moses and Pharaoh and them. They pushed back on them. God sent them across that water, and he made sure he got rid of them wicked ones. So just remember, you live by the gun, well, you live by the sword in the Bible, you die by the sword. That's what happens. That's what happens. They think they're going to live forever. Nope, you're not going to live forever. And if these Republicans will grow a fucking spine and a pair of balls, they can get a lot of stuff done. They don't want to get nothing done because they're following his footsteps. Because you want to know why? A lot of them are scared of him. A lot of them are not seeking another term. And a lot of them don't want to lose their votes. They want to stay in power. That's all it is. It's them three things. That's it. They want to stay in power. That's the number one thing. That's why they redrawing the maps, because Trump want to continue the rest of his term, and then he can get the Republicans that come in to say, yeah, let's make it this president get 3 terms. No other president but him. He can get a 3rd term or a 4th term. They want to make him a dictator, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. You know, they don't want people of color to say nothing. They want you to be quiet, sit back. And trust me, he's bullying these other countries. He's bullying these smaller countries that don't have the military base like they. He will not bully North Korea. He will not bully Russia. He's not going to bully he's not going to bully anybody that's a dictator, that have power, that can just do the same thing he's doing. They can do it. He's not going to bully them. He's not going to bully them. You don't hear him say nothing about North Korea now. Nothing. He want Ukraine to give land up. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Who does that? Fucking bully. You understand me? That's who do it, a bully. You know, you diss people, this and that, but that's what it is, a bully. Especially dissing women. Love to diss women now, you know. Especially women of color now. Hey, I started to get some tape, man, for that pool table, but I forgot. I know exactly what to do. Somebody was online was saying you can, where that little hump at, you can put something to even it up and then put the tape on top of it. And everything should roll smooth. So yeah, so you know, you have to be mindful of what you're doing, especially when it's time to go vote. Miami ain't had no mayor in over 30-some years, or probably longer than that. Now it's a Democrat mayor in. Because people is getting tired of this man bull crap. They trying to take us to war to small countries. That's it. He want to bully small countries. He's not no real man. People like, oh, he's a real man. Look what he's doing. No, not when you bully in small countries. You got to prove to me if you go after Russia and North Korea. Then we be like, hey, that's our president right there. He might have started it, but he's dealing with them. He ain't gonna mess with China. You know what I'm saying? And then, God forbid, China joined with Venezuela because that oil that they took, that ain't possible was going there because that's who they be selling to. They sell that to China, that oil to a lot of different countries. And it's gonna be countries gonna join together and they gonna be they don't like us now. Because he's making it that way. Well, yeah. What I'll do, I will come back. Well, I'm going to let it get 30 minutes. But like I said, you people, you can go back and look at my videos. And nothing against Cat Williams because he's saying the right thing. But before his comedy came out, you go back and you can look at my videos and you'll see I was the one saying it every day. Stay woke. Don't let them trick you because if you ain't woke, you sleep or dead. I always said that. If you're not woke, you sleep or dead. You're not just sleep, you're dead too if you're not woke. You know what I'm saying? So we got to wake up. That's why they throw them words out that we say and try to make it seem like hate speech or whatever. But when they say stuff, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Just like they want to praise this man, the Kirk guy that got killed. They want to praise him and they want to put a monument. One of the ladies, she want to say, because they hateful. They got so much hate in their heart and they love people that preaches hate. They love that. And then they be like, oh, it's just freedom of speech. But when we have freedom of speech, everybody else in the country has freedom of speech. Oh, no, you ain't got no business saying that. You know, that man did not like us, but we supposed to like him. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It's unfortunate. Nobody want to see nobody get killed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's God's will. God knows what he intended. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to see it. Because a lot of us have kindness in our heart, we done made changes, but God didn't see it that way. He was like, no, this man is trouble right here. This man is trying to cause people to kill each other or war or whatever. And he done just what he supposed to have done because it's in the Bible. He don't care what you think or what you say. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't saying the right thing or whatever, you running this word around talking about you Christianity. The Ku Klux Klans were Christianity. They'll go to church and plot on who they gonna hang and who they gonna kill. So miss me with that Christianity bull crap. You know what I'm saying? We are Christians, if anything. We believe, you know. There's no such thing as Christianity, but you hate people, a certain color of people. Man, you miss me with that. God don't teach hate. So those are false prophets. They get all that money from people, buy lavish cars and all this here, and then they want to go with somebody that's hateful. Make America great again. That they wanted to be back where they can tell us, boy, girl, you know what I'm saying? And we can't do nothing about it. Hang us from trees and everything. That's what they mean by make America great. They want to go back to white people doing what they want to black people. But that ain't gonna happen because it's a Second Amendment and black people are loading up with guns too. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna stand for that. I seen a video of a black lady. She was with her little kid and one of her a daughter or a friend, I guess. And the white man gonna jump out of the car like he was bad. She said, "Sir, get away from me, get away." He coming to her. She pulled that gun, that white dude jumped right back in his vehicle. Yeah, because we're not taking that no more. She's like, She want to go home too to be with her kids. You might as well get your butt on. Black folks is not standing for that no more. They are not. And then, like the Mexicans, I've noticed it's a lot of them. I'm not going to even say that. I don't know who like me and who don't like me. Let's get that straight. I don't know. Don't know. But I've noticed when I see them, when I go in different states, they have that little mean mug, like, because they get to carry a gun. A lot of them are criminals. And they come here, like their governor in Mexico, like the president of Mexico said, when they flee from Mexico, they're cowards. He said that out of his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? He said they're cowards. And a lot of them are criminals. And they come here and they get their rights and get to get a gun. But then when a black man goes to prison or whatever, he can't get his gun right back until after so many years, and he got to get his record expunged. But they can come over here, get all their rights, get their guns and everything. And they be criminals. They've been to kill people, kidnap people, and they come right here in the United States and do the same thing. Same thing. You ain't finna damn tell me a criminal comes from another country over here, he's not gonna do the same, he don't have the same mentality as over there. That's why all our kids and children and everybody is getting kidnapped, and our women. They're doing it. I'm not just saying Mexico, I just said it. I said the countries over there. They come over here with that mentality, what they was doing over there, they come and do it over here. See what I'm saying? I don't trust none of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm always watching my side eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. I'm looking around, because I don't trust them. Because instead of them blowing their brains out, they're going to try to kill you for no reason. Because that's a coward. Because they get to have their rights, It's hard for us to get it right. But you know what? Out of 43 million blacks and counting, we ain't going nowhere. This is our country. We was here first. We ain't going nowhere. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be for later. With a cup of milk. Yeah. I want to swim so bad, but oh goodness. I got something else I have to do. I got to make some phone calls too Sunday. Try to reach out to a lot of my family members, see how they doing. Especially the older ones, they feel good when they hear your voice. And that's how I used to do my grandma. I used to call my grandmother every day, then I start calling her every weekend, And it felt good to hear their voice, And then, another thing that really pisses me off, I hate when people that used to use in the streets doing bad stuff or whatever, they have an attitude with you, but they won't say nothing to you, but they have an attitude with you. I'm on the phone with a guy. I don't know if he was talking to me. I could be wrong. Because the guy probably was calling other people, whatever. Because I missed his call. So then I called him back probably about 10 minutes later, and I heard somebody in the background. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could be wrong. He said, the guy, he answered the phone, and me and him were talking, and he said, who's that? That's that pussy ass nigga? Like that there. So I went on Facebook or whatever, because I didn't know he was talking to me, because there was a bunch of guys in there. They were talking, so I figured they weren't talking to me. But if you were talking to me, your mama's a bitch. Period. And I'm ready for the smoke, okay? So if you were talking to me, that's what I'm saying. So I believe that's what it was. He probably wasn't, you know. But, you know, niggas are so cowardified, they'll say stuff in the background. So, you know. And if it ain't nobody that I fuck with anyway, you shouldn't be worried about me. But like I said, he might wasn't talking to me. So if he wasn't talking to me, I do apologize, but I'm ready for smoke, you know. Because for me to make a change in my life, and you mad because I done made a change in my life, I know damn well you ain't mad with me, bro. That's a weak man. That's a weak person if you mad because somebody made a change and they don't want to do the same thing they used to do. Why? Like my grandma told me, God bless her before she passed away. Mike, keep doing what you're doing good. Don't get around them boys, they throw dope by your feet. You think I'm gonna allow you punks to throw some dope by my feet? Nah, get the fuck out of my face. I took myself out of that element for 21 years, and I ain't going back that way. But you got motherfuckers, especially the black man, he's so hateful in his heart. He don't want to see you do good. He wants to always hear about, where's so-and-so at? Oh, you know, he's locked up. Oh, man, I thought he was doing this and that. But you ain't thinking about him doing good. You don't want him to do good. You want him to do the same thing over and over. And half of them, when I first got in trouble, they was little snotty-nosed kids running around. Good. I'm gonna do my drink. All right. I'll be back later with one of my videos. I'm doing 2 videos, Lord's willing, today. I put one on YouTube, and I put one on TikTok. Live. One live on here, one live on there. I'm trying to decide which one. I think I'll do the beet juice live on here, and I'll do the green juice live on TikTok, because I'm always doing it on YouTube. I need to switch it up sometime. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. All right, you guys. It's been a pleasure. Like, share, subscribe, and follow, and save. Don't mean to be harsh when I say stuff or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing about somebody behind their back, and then when you see them, hey, what's up, man? You want to dap them up. Nah, I don't need fake around me. I just need to know if you're fake, like Mystical said, you down, stay around. If you're not, get from around me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs fake people around them. You know, I've been doing this type work for going on, 14 years, and I've run into so many fake people. So, that's one of our guys pulling in. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe, and follow and save, you guys. and subscribe. Subscribe. Let me get that bag. Help me get a bag. Help me get a bag. If you don't, God gonna bless me anyway. I got too many skills with this thing here, this type meter game. All right? Peace out, you guys.